With the increasing power available to game developers and the continually rising average age of gamers, is fun important? Recently, the awesome Naughty Dog said The Last of Us 2 would be engaging instead of fun. So do games have to be fun in the modern console age? The quote from Neil Druckmann, the creative director at Naughty Dog, was, "For us, with The Last of Us specifically, we don't use the word fun. We say engaging." And it might seem like a minor distinction, but it's an important one for us. And I'll put a link to the full article in the description below the video. Now, we all love to have fun, who doesn't? But is fun necessary to engage and entertain us? Schindler's List is a superb film. Is it fun? No. Is it compelling, emotional and engaging? Hell yeah, it is. Is George Orwell's 1984 a fun read? No, it isn't. Is it compelling, emotional, engaging? Yes, it is. So if other media can entertain us without being fun, why shouldn't games? Over the last 5 to 10 years, storytelling in gaming has moved forward at an incredible pace. Larger budgets and more mainstream interest in gaming as a platform has allowed developers to push the boundaries of what games are. Yet we all still love to blow stuff up, but we're also more willing to be emotionally engaged with this genre. According to VentureBeat, the US-based game advocacy group that runs E3, the average age of gamers currently is 31. And I've also put a link to the report in the description. From the same report, it shows that the single largest demographic age range at 39% are the people over 36, a category that I'm sad to say, 11 years into. Is it any wonder that content for games is getting more mature and emotionally intelligent when, according to the report, 71% of gamers are over 18? And also at the BAFTA Game Awards this year, there was even a new category celebrating games beyond entertainment, recognising games that looked at difficult issues through gaming. Hellblade was the big winner that night, a game that is certainly not fun to play. Do games have to be fun to win awards? No. Do games have to be fun to deal with complex issues? Again, no. Ninja Theory's incredible game really espoused this entire argument, a game that deliberately made the player uncomfortable to help them understand the impact of mental illness. There's a threat in the early stages of the game that your progress will be erased completely if Senua succumbs to her sickness. The use of binaural audio to unsettle players and give them insight into the mind of someone suffering from psychosis, photorealistic characters with superb performance capture, so every blow, physical and emotional, is raw and brutal. And yet Hellblade, my game of 2017, has garnered acclaim from critics and players alike and sold well beyond Ninja Theory's expectations, 1 million copies as of this week. And yet, it's not fun. So many games have attempted, with a variety of success, to tackle serious issues. Life is Strange looked at teenage suicide. Valiant Hearts looked at the futility of war. This Dragon Cancer, the death of a child. The Last of Us looked at loss, grief, and redemption. The interactive nature of games and the agency they give you make the player connect with the situation far more powerfully than a film ever could. Some decision-based games will give different endings and outcomes dependent on your choices. In Life is Strange, your conversation choices and actions are the difference between talking a suicidal girl down from a roof or her leaping to a death. Film can't do that. Some games even make us responsible for our actions. Life is Strange is a prime example. Telltale Games have been doing it for years with their many choice-based games. 2 recent games have taken this to more extreme levels. The choices in Vampire are irreversible. The lack of manual save function and regular autosaves means there is no way to undo a poor choice. You either have to live with the choice or start again. These are your only options. Is it fun? No. Does it make you consider and question your decisions before making them? Hell yeah. A game forcing you to take responsibility for your actions? Now that's interesting. Detroit Become Human took this choice-based thing to a whole new level. Your choices, successes and failures have a profound effect on the game. My son's playthrough was very different to mine, with different endings and different characters alive or dead at the end. I watched a playthrough by YouTuber Hannah Rutherford, and her journey through the game was entirely different again. All 3 of us took the peaceful, ethical route through Detroit, but got totally different experiences. Although Detroit was sometimes a little heavy-handed with its themes of racism and intolerance, Your agency in the lives or deaths of these characters made you connect with them all the more powerfully. You cared if they lived or died. You wanted the happy ending for them all. And trust me, some of the endings are far from happy if you're not careful. I think if all games were like Hellblade, the industry would not survive very long. For every Schindler's List, there needs to be an Incredibles 2. For every 1984, there needs to be a How to Train Your Dragon. And so with games, for every Hellblade, there needs to be a Wolfenstein. Mindless fun is something we all need in our lives, to raise a smile, to de-stress, to be entertained. But every so often, there's nothing wrong with challenging our emotional intelligence and forcing ourselves to think about important issues. Do games have to be fun in this modern console age? Not all of them. But if they're not fun, they better have something important to say. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. If you think someone else would like it, please give it a share. And if you'd like to see more of my content, click the subscribe button that's floating around on the screen right now. Thanks very much for watching and have a fabulous gaming week. Bye bye for now.